Well, we're very happy to be getting funding from the Athens Foundation because, as it turns out, we learned first that growing these crops is pretty simple and easy, as it turns out. Then we found, well, that's not the hard part. The hard part is all the equipment you need to process it, to make it into something that can come to the plate, milling and things like that, threshing. And so we got funding, we received funding to get those pieces of equipment. Excited, great, we've got these glamorous, we've got a mill, we've got a seed cleaner. Then we find out, oh, there's even a further step, which is not quite as glamorous, not quite as simple to nail down, and it turns out, and that concept is kind of called crop handling and storage. And handling is kind of the catchphrase, and that's what we're using Athens Foundation money for, to fill that hole that other funders weren't able to provide, partly because we didn't quite see it coming the way it came. So we had other funders give us money to be able to grow the crops. Some funders give us money to be able to secure the equipment that we'll need to process it, but then we need to handle this equipment. We need to move it from the farm to the facility. We need to move it within the facility between pieces of equipment into storage, and we needed to store it. So it's going to be things like a trailer, augers to move it around between pieces of equipment, bags, big bulk bags with a siphon bottom that we can use for storage and moving around like that. So it's all crop handling, storage, and probably a little bit of drying, which usually goes in with handling as well. So just in case we harvested with a little higher moisture than we really wanted, but we don't have any choice because the birds are eating it, or it's going to get really rainy or something like that, we take it and we use some equipment and some technology to dry it down a few percentage points.
It requires a lot of expertise at many levels. A, it's going to give people opportunities to see how they can be working in that food system. And B, if we can do this about staples, then other parts of the food system, like lettuce and things that that'll be easy by comparison, because you need to refrigerate and wash and ship when it comes to veggies that you cut and sell. So we're actually building a system that is going to pave the way and make people feel like we're resilient and capable to do what's needed in all aspects of the system.
And also that since it is something that's not yet in our local food system hardly at all, but it's 60–70% of our calories and proteins.
Right.
This is opening up a new niche for farmers, new niche for processors, new niche for restaurants, to advertise as local, more volume of local foods. For me, it's a kind of addressing an existential anxiety in a way, because I happen to eat, and I happen to recognize that, or I feel the effects of knowing that my food is not necessarily within my living realm, within my consciousness, my social realm, my community.
Kids will do better if they have good nutrition, and they'll get they'll do better at school, and they'll do better, in every way, every thinking way they need to be doing better. So,
which benefits the community.